MMEX Resources Corp stocks update. So MMX closed for the session of the 25th of February 2021 at $0.0034, and so far in the pre-market we see there is an max volume of 10,000 shares, but a bid volume of 50,000 shares so far. And we have a position in MMX, and it's important that we let you know that. So during that last session of the 25th, 2 billion shares were bought, and the value of all those shares was about $8.03 million. And then moving downwards, we can see that it has a market cap of $50.9 million, and at some point obviously that was let's say about probably close to $200 million a few weeks ago. But we all know what's going on. People have been taking their money off the table so far. There isn't any official news so far concerning MMEX, but if you're involved in this stock, do your best to also go ahead and visit stocks tweets and scour through Reddit and see what people are saying. So we have here on stock tweets this dude here saying MMEX is heavily shorted and bears benefit from a decrease in stock price. A company receiving funding and partnering with Polaris Engineering, highly reputable by the way, does not need to execute a reverse split in order to fulfill payroll. Don't sell in response to misinformation. MMX is highly manipulated, and there are bad actors riding on the backs of large institutions. In other words, hold your shares and ignore the noise. And then this other guy is on the counter is saying, I hear this company is a fraud, and I own lots of shares, and I can't sell because it will be worth the change if I'd get out of it now. So I'm forced to hold. Okay, so do we go on and read on? Okay, this is a video. This is a reference to a video. This guy's saying OTC top 3 most shorted stocks. Okay, MMX. Okay, you can see that 3.3 billion shares shorted. Okay, sorry, the other one was HCMC. Okay, shares shorted. MMX is 884.81 million shares. All right, so but his accent, is it legit? Who knows? I'm not bashing or anything in that manner, but MMX did the same thing back in 2017. I'm in display, but I'm getting impatient. I thought this time around we will be different. I hope I didn't think wrong. Dilution used to generate revenue and pay debts can be healthy. I think it will hurt us short term, but they can get the funding they need to begin phase 1 with V Fuels and Polaris Engineering. Yes, so yes, avail yourself of all the news that is going on there, and see what's going on. If we see stuff, we'll also update you on them. So obviously, this stock has lost momentum, and people are taking off the money off the table, and you can actually see people are pointing and saying that it has a huge short interest. But let's see if we can find out what a short interest is from short squeeze. They may not have enough figures, or rather the sort of figures we are expecting to see. It's saying here it's negative, it decreased by 88%. The short interest is actually saying 20,500. If that is actually, who knows who to trust now. But so far we've been relying on short squeeze, and we don't really see any need to doubt them unless they don't have all the information. So yeah, sorry, we have, yes, screen went because of the memory is being depleted because of the applications we're using to make this video. So technically speaking, MMX appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend, obviously, although its MACD is presently below the signal line. We can see that it is below the signal line. Shares remain 371% above an upward sloping 200-day trend line. This is the upward sloping 200 day trend line. So it is definitely correcting, and the momentum is also in the overbought territory. But let's see whether it is yeah, so about that. Yeah, momentum is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Indeed, yes, there could be short interests going on somewhere that we probably it's not reflected on that short squeeze data. So the volume of the unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation has given way to near term selling pressure. Yeah, and we can see the unbalanced volume indicator. It is not very not looking up at all. So well, all in all, yeah, if you're in this stock, you have to remain steadfast. If you want to take your money out, by all means, do so. But technically speaking, it is getting cheaper as more and more people either short it or take their money off. It's getting cheaper. It's trading at a discount now, to its short-term trend lines. We can see evidently this 10-day trend line is somewhere up here, 0.077. The 20 days at 0.059, and it is currently at 0.033. So indeed, you might say the reason why it is trading at those indicators are at those levels, because they are lagging indicators. They will take some time, to revert back to what's going on. Yes, but at the same time, that's what it is. What is simply saying that at some point it was more expensive. Right now it is cheaper. So if you want to look at it that way, if you want to also look at it that from the point of view that, look, it's a bad signal, things are going wrong. You want to look at it that way, yes, indeed, people may be shorting it. People are definitely, obviously, certainly taking money off the table. So if you want to look at it that way, If you want to look at their actions as an opportunity to even buy more, and see how it goes. The same people who are taking money out will eventually probably bring the money back, because they don't control everything. They don't control, as it were, the narrative. They don't control the news. MMX is looking for funding, and then there's also doubts about its CEO and all those news and all that stuff. Who knows? And they themselves have. We gave you a video where there was a case of the Polaris guy who was saying that this time around they are going to go about the project, and they were citing COVID being affecting the project earlier on. So, well, if you want to by all means digest all those things, accept them, stay in the stock. You decide what to do. But if you're going to get in, it's getting cheaper. Get in. Don't stake a lot of money. Don't stake anything you can't afford to lose. That has been our position on this. We have a position there as well. So it's in it. We need it for the long. So you decide what you want to do. Okay. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're a radio subscriber, thank you very much for sending our subscriber count past 1,200 and growing. So keep subscribing and liking and sharing. Thank you very much.